as Roma and its fans could face severe penalties after alleged racist chants were hurled in the direction of Chelsea's Antonio Rudiger. It appears via broadcast footage from Chelsea's 33 UEFA Champions League draw with Roma at Stamford Bridge this week that after shepherding a ball out of play, Rudiger was subjected to monkey noises and other racist abuse from the away end where the AS Roma fans were congregated. Live stream every Premier League game in the past. UEFA has ordered either partial or full closures of stadiums and announced fines to the clubs, though it doesn't seem to have stamped out the problem of racist chanting in Europe. Hopefully, UEFA will investigate this folly and ban the individuals who allegedly committed the chants. Rudiger signed for Chelsea this past summer for a reported $44.8 million. Chicago AP Sky Blue FC forward Sam Kerr has been named the National Women's Soccer League's most valuable player for this season. Kerr, a standout on the Australian national team, had a league record 17 goals and became the league's fifth Golden Boot winner to also be named MVP. More MLS Decision Day preview. She became the first NWSL player to score 4 goals in a game on August 19 against the Seattle Reign. Kerr rallied Sky Blue from a 3-goal deficit to beat the Reign 54. Kerr's award was announced Friday. The league had earlier announced the season's other award winners. North Carolina's Abby Dahlkemper was named Defender of the Year. Teammate Ashley Hatch was named Rookie of the Year. Portland's Adriana Franch was named Goalkeeper of the Year and the Thorns' Mark Parsons was named Coach of the Year. Fullback Benjamin Mendy cost Pep Guardiola and Manchester City $68 million, but perhaps he'll be just as valuable as a very expensive sports psychologist. The Shark team member was amusing on social media even before his ACL injury sent him to the sidelines until at least April, but he's become a must-follow Twitter fixture with his in-game messages. See some of his work below. More MLS Decision Day preview. City faces Burnley at 10 a.m. ET Saturday. Watch live on CNBC and online via NBCSports.com. It's fairly clear his act has translated in private, too, as apparently Mendy is just as good in group messages. Let us in, Pep. We won't tell anyone. From ManCity.com. Usually, players who are out for a long time with injury are sad. They sometimes train apart and feel isolated. Mendy decided to be present. He is communicating on social media, WhatsApp, and he calls his teammates and messages me. He is going to be so important outside the pitch because people like him make the atmosphere much better. It's not surprising for anyone who's been following the former Le Havre, Marseille and Monaco man. Keep in mind, these tweets below are from the last few days alone. I don't know if we will make it on cold rainy night in Stoke, but we are making it home for now. Person shrugging. Medium dark skin tone male. Sign Shark. Team Shark. Benjamin Mendy at Ben Mendy 23 October 14, 2017. Follow at Nicolas Mendola. Sometimes, even the biggest Arsene Wenger detractors have to feel for the guy. Coming off a thrilling late win in Serbia, one that saw Olivier Giroud cap off a team goal straight out of the creative Wenger playbook, the manager should have been discussing how to stretch those good vibes into this weekend's visit to Goodison Park. More MLS Decision Day preview. Yet no. Instead of talking about how the Gunners would respect the struggling Toffees, Wenger had to address speculation from several outlets claiming Mesut Ozil would move to Manchester United, perhaps as soon as January. Feeling it? No, Wenger was not feeling it. From Arsenal.com. We have to deal with all kinds of speculation when the players are at the end of their contracts. On the other hand, to be professional is to give 100% as long as you are somewhere. For the rest, we came out many times and said that's the situation. If the media can come out tomorrow and say that he extends his contract here, it will be exactly the same. It will not change anything. When you play the next game, commit 100%. When a player plays for Arsenal Football Club, his commitment cannot be linked with the length of his contract. It has just to be linked with the responsibility and the ambition he has to win the football game. Of course, most big clubs have to deal with such drama on a year-to-year basis, and, yes, having Ozil and Alexis Sanchez still in town was completely avoidable. But the idea that Ozil could leave, for free, to Manchester United, where sure Gunners the world over will be thrilled with the gossip. Follow at Nicolas Mendola. 4 teams can claim a Western Conference second-round berth, while 4 more can earn a valuable first-round bye in the East. Yep, there's plenty to play for beyond the West's final playoff spot Sunday during Major League Soccer's Decision Day, when every team will take the pitch for 4 p.m. ET kickoffs. More Conte feels pressure. Here's what we do know regarding the playoffs. Supporters Shield winning Toronto FC gets a first-round bye, while number 6 seed New York Red Bulls are headed to the road for a first-round playoff. New England, Montreal, Philadelphia, Orlando, DC, Minnesota, Colorado, and LA will not make the playoffs. Full stop. So, yes, this will be fun. First, let's look at the Eastern Conference standings ahead of Sunday's extravaganza. New York City FC controls its bye destiny, though Columbus could join them on 56 points and would pass them on tiebreakers wins. If that happens, Chicago could claim the second bye with a win or draw, and Houston the Fire owns the goal differential tiebreaker. If New York City and Chicago lose or draw, Atlanta could finish second with a home win over TFC. Columbus can finish second with a win and 9 wins for Chicago and Atlanta. Byes, Vancouver finishes first with a win or draw at Portland. The Caps could finish as low as third with a loss to Portland and a Seattle win versus Colorado. Portland finishes first and wins the Cascadia Cup with a win over visiting Vancouver. Seattle can claim a first-round bye with a win over visiting Colorado and a Vancouver win over Portland. Sporting KC can finish second with a win at Real Salt Lake and 9 wins for Portland and Seattle. Final playoff spot. San Jose claims the 6th seed with a home win over Minnesota. They can also finish 6th with a draw, joined by non-wins for FC Dallas at home to LA and Real Salt Lake at home versus SKC. FC Dallas claims the 6th seed with a win over LA and a San Jose draw or loss versus Minnesota. FCD gets 6th with a draw and a San Jose loss coupled with a RSL loss or draw versus SKC. Real Salt Lake gets 6th with a win over SKC and non-wins from San Jose and Dallas. RSL could also get 6th with a draw and losses for San Jose and Dallas. Photo by Peter G. Ake and Getty Images. Schedule: FC Dallas vs. LA Galaxy, DC United vs. New York Red Bulls, San Jose vs. Minnesota United, Real Salt Lake vs. Sporting KC, Houston vs. Chicago, Seattle vs. Colorado, Philadelphia vs. Orlando City, Portland vs. Vancouver, Montreal vs. New England, New York City vs. Columbus, Atlanta vs. Toronto. Predictions: NYCFC hangs on for a draw against Columbus, earning a bye, leaving Chicago to host New York Red Bulls and Atlanta off to Columbus for the first round of the playoffs. We have Toronto beating Atlanta on Sunday, Vancouver and Portland draw, while Seattle beats Colorado. The Caps and Sounders get byes, while Seattle takes back the Cascadia Cup. San Jose beats Minnesota, gaining the West 6th seed. The Quakes head to Portland for the first round, while SKC hosts Houston. Follow at Nicolas Mendola.